Hi, I'm Christophe from the YouTube channel Wine Worth Spreading, and today we're going to talk about Pétillant Naturel, as known as well as Pet Nat in every French-speaking country. So, what is it? So, Pétillant Naturel could be translated in English as a natural sparkling wine. So, how do we do it? Nice and easy. We're going to test that one later on. Is actually a fermenting juice. So you're starting a wine with the fermentation. In the middle of this one, you're going to stop it by cooling down the tank, as the yeast will not work under 5 degrees. And you're going to pour this cold fermented juice in a bottle. And that could happen as well, could be made, of course, or technically, or ever with the becoming of the winter when the cellar is going to cool down. So when the juice is cooled down, put it in a bottle and you're going to cap it with a crown cap. When the juice going to warm up, the fermentation is going to start again and trap the carbon dioxide inside the bottle, bringing the sparkliness. So that is very interesting. It's very friendly. That's making more like cool wine to taste, but as well they are very fresh, very crisp, very easy drinking wine. So we're going to taste a wine coming from the south of Slovakia in a region called Nitra and in a small area called Sitno. Sitno is actually the name of a volcano. Sitno volcano is one of the eldest caldera in Europe. And you got only 3 winemakers there who actually make a collective called Beneath the Volcano. Very interesting. Only 3 winemakers. And that one coming from Tindo, Marvla. Very interesting. So they are not actually winemakers. They are a bit more like a negociant. So they don't own much vineyard, but they're buying juice from the other 2 winemakers. Passionate by wine. One is an architect, the other one used to run a company. I see a big passion, that much that it took a bit too much time and too much space in their place, so they decide to build their own wine cellar, and our own estate. So, very interesting. That one is made by with Riesling, 100% Riesling. I opened the bottle yesterday. So you can see that we call that a bidule in French, which is actually the small plastic part that you can use to however recollect the yeast, the dry yeast that you got there, the ley, or ever to add the yeast when you're doing the fermenting process. I don't know if you can see, but it's called Sitno there, was actually the name of the area that the wine coming from. So the name of the cuvée is called Sedimental. Why Sedimental? By nice and easy, as you can see, you're having a lot of sediment to it. So I'm going to hide myself behind the bottle, you see. And a lot of sediment coming from the yeast. That is actually dyed yeast. So that proves that this wine haven't been disgorged or riddling. A thing that you can find if you want to take off all that yeast, all that sediment that you can get. If you want to take it off, even to do a natural sparkling wine, you can do it with a riddling and after that a disgorgement. That one haven't been made, so that is actually the original cap of the wine that we put for the fermenting process. Very interesting. So you can see the color is quite troubled because of course I mix it with the dry yeast there, so it's already got that color, that very cloudy color. But when I took it off from the cellar, it was clear as water. So the bottle has been opened yesterday, so it loses a bit of its sparkliness. It's still a natural sparkling wine, so don't expect it to keep the sparkliness for a long time, and it will be a bit more less sparkling after 1 or 2 hours. And that kind of wine must be drunk as a brunch. People like it at brunch because it's quite low in alcohol, in between 8% to 11-12%, rarely more than that. And it's very fresh and easy drinking. And after that, you can be like a hypocrite person. Wine? No, I'm not drinking wine. That's a grapefruit juice. It does look like grapefruit juice. All right, so very open nose. Yeah, we know that one is absolutely natural, without any chemical product in it. So of course you haven't got a lot of fruit there. It's very free on the nose, very open. On top of that, it's smelling like more like orange zest, lemon zest as well. It's very lemony, and a typical agruma nose and floral nose that you can get in Riesling. Don't forget, we are not in Germany, we are not in Alsace, we are in Slovakia. So it's a thing to take. Instead, you will not taste like Alsatian or German Riesling. Very open nose. Hey. Very zingy on the palate, something I definitely do like. Very high acidity, it's perfect, very fresh, very easy drinking, natural sparkling wine. So I do like it. I have to say that one is very nice. After that, the trend in the wine industry with natural sparkling wine is just a huge thing. Every winemaker doing it in Alsace. It's like every kind of winemaker will do it. It's very easy drinking wine. After that, depending of the price, I will not be afraid to spend 9, 10, 11 euro in a bottle of sparkling wine, but definitely not 16, 18 or 20, as we can see sometimes, was actually completely ridiculous, because for that price I'm going for a good Cremant or even beginning of good price champagne. Yeah. So, but as I said, that one cost me around 12 euro in Slovakia. Was actually not that so cheap when you're taking the ratio money-wise in this country. But it's a lovely wine, fresh, as I say, a lot of agruma, very high acidity from the Riesling, which is perfect with balancing the wine, and it is dry and no residual sugar. And I forgot to talk about the vintage. We are in 2018 vintage, so it is not right on the bottle. It will be just right on lot number just there. But it's a lovely wine, and I definitely do like the winemaker was actually Marvla Tindo. Alors Tindo actually the name of the estate doesn't exist. It does exist, but actually the Mar, M-A-R, coming from Martin, Do coming from the rest of the name of Vlado, and the rest of the name of the name Marvla. Donc Martin, Vladimir, Tindo is the rest of the Martin name, and Do the rest of the Radoslav name. So, as I say, nice and fresh. I just want to show you it again, the yeast of it, the dye yeast that we can get there. That's absolutely normal in a not disgorged natural sparkling wine. So, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please don't be afraid to follow me. And we'll come back to some different video, and let me enjoy my grapefruit juice until the next time. See you then.